is over. Um, the flight was insane. There was like so many screaming kids. My God. That one eyebrow hair is driving me nuts. Jeez. It's late. It's like 10:30. I am now in Morocco, Casablanca, for my layover for a few hours. And then I traveled the last little bit home. So it's been an interesting ride. And the trip went by way too fast. And last night when we were all, the wedding went until 4 a.m. and myself, Steffi, who got married, and our friend Lindsay, we all met on the soccer team in New York City together. And we were sitting there talking about how crazy it was to think if we knew 8 or 9 years ago when we joined that soccer team that we would all be sitting in France at Steffi's wedding. And, during COVID, Lindsay got married in New Jersey and we were at her wedding. It's just interesting when you meet these people that you create lifelong bonds that you weren't expecting to make, but you do. To be honest, I don't know if I would have ever gone to France if this opportunity had not come up. And I honestly feel like I'll be back because I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And it's kind of a lesson to me and others. So many times, right now the airport Wi-Fi isn't even working. I still don't even have my phone. I have had to rely on the kindness of strangers so many times to even count. On the way from Cannes to Nice, I took a train because the bus situation, I was afraid that the website wasn't going to work for me again with my credit card, so I just did a train, and then from the train there was a free terminal to the airport, and I just figured it all out. Sometimes you just gotta go for it and do it. And again, I was like, I got to the train, I got on, I was like, is this the right train? She was like, yep, you're the second to last stop. I was like, okay. And a conductor never even came over to get the ticket, or I'm like, oh, could have saved myself some money. They never even collected it. So anyway, and then on this flight, on the first flight to Casablanca, I was sitting next to a guy, and clearly gay. He had a purse, and I was like, oh, we both have purses. So funny. And it was just interesting how I was like, oh, there's the one other gay guy, and he's going to be sitting next to me. And sure enough, he was. And he was eating he was eating a pastry, and then after a few bites he's like, do you want some? I'm like, no. I don't know why. I think I'm delirious because I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I'm like, we're complete strangers, I don't even know you, and you take a few bites of your pastry and just randomly offer me some. It just makes me laugh. I don't know why. Oh God. And then he during the flight he leaned over and was like, hey, what, do you have an extra charging block? And I was like, no, I'm sorry. And then he goes and takes one out of his purse, and I wanted to be like, oh, so you were gonna drain my battery before using your own? Okay, I see ya. But it was really funny because my friend Camille, who I used to work with, obviously reminded me that, homosexuality is illegal here in Morocco. And so she's like, just be careful, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. He is next to me with a designer purse. He has a scarf tied around his head like a, I don't even know what. It just was so funny. I'm like, well, if they have to pick between the two of us, I think it's going to be him that gets thrown in jail. Sadly, I think it would have been him. But, oh my God, it was just so funny. It made me laugh. I'm like, here I am trying to dress in all black and not wear anything too short. And he has a full scarf around, sunglasses, purse. Funny. Anywho, so I am sitting here until my flight to New York City, JFK. And then back to normal life, which I am not prepared for. Oh my God. My eyebrows are going through it, and I have nothing. I have no way of even like controlling them because I have nothing. So it's late here. I don't think there's like anything even open to like get a coffee or anything, sadly. And again, yeah. So just gonna wait it out until flight number 2, and then I have all day. I get land in New York City at 9 a.m. on Sunday. I have all day to recoup, get myself prepared. I'm gonna try and stay up until nighttime to get myself back on the proper time zone, because I tell you that jet lag is real, and I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. So, and after that, it's done. This is the end. You know, thanks for joining me on my French adventure. Hope you enjoyed. Au revoir. Is that French?